Okay. Wet and windy in Falmouth, 14 degrees. I think it's going to be 14 to 17 degrees, somewhere in that range here. No rain, though. Clear and pleasant, 89 degrees Fahrenheit for Ida Marie in Washington. Doing a little shopping. Nice. Going to the post office. Winter scene new stamps coming out for Ida Marie. I saw that Hannah had gone to the unveiling of that. Stormy's on in Washington. Olia's on in Poland. Sarah's on in Germany. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I've just been working on my world postcards. I've got, how many do I have done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already done. Working on my 6th one now. Just sticking through and doing. Oh, Isabel's on in Chile. Gary's on in Surrey. Everybody's making it on here now. All right, let's just put that aside so I'm not distracted by it. But yeah, if you tuned in yesterday to all the mail, first off, I made a mistake yesterday. Yesterday I showed 2 cards and I said they came from Ida Marie. They really came from Debbie in Ohio. So I do apologize to Debbie that I didn't get that right in yesterday's video. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Ida Marie, I guess I was looking ahead at the envelope that you'd sent and just came out with your name. And even when I received them, I sent you a message because they all came together at the same time. And I sent you a message thanking you for the cards. Didn't see it. Clearly said Debbie on it, though. Lila's on in Maryland, too. Roger's on in Athens. Alain's on in Montreal. Carla's on in Mexico. Wow, everybody's on today. All is forgiven. Hopefully all is forgiven by Debbie too. I sent her some messages yesterday, and so it seems like that's the case. I do make mistakes from time to time. So yeah, I get excited about the mail when it comes in, and I can't wait to show you what's there. Sometimes I just need to slow down a little bit. Oh, Vera's on in Germany. We've got a bunch of people. What are we? It says 13. It feels like we got a lot more than that right now, but I'm glad to see a lot of familiar faces on today. So like I was saying, World Postcard Day, showed these out yesterday. So far, I've already got 21 of the 100 that are spoken for based on people's cards that have come in the last week and a half. I will be sending out those cards, and then as new mail comes in, I will allocate accordingly. So yeah, I'm excited about getting it out, but I am starting to fill them out now, get them addressed, put them in the mail. I'm not going to wait till October 1st. It's just going to be, I'm going to send it out over the whole World Postcard Day season. It's fun getting mail like Christmas. It is really, I mean, and I've been fortunate enough that I've been getting a few parcels in the mail too, and some stamp packets, and so it is like Christmas every day going to the mailbox. Gary says at the stamp show last weekend, there were 4 stamp tables, 2 old postcard tables, 20 coin cable. Wow, you had a good turnout. Hopefully you found some stamps and postcards that you liked. It's too hot to stay outside. 28 degrees for Vera. Let's just Betty was probably asking how tall I was. Doing well, thank you very much. You are. So yeah, so what was I talking about? I was talking about World Postcards and sending out postcards throughout the season, not just waiting till October 1st and getting them all stamped on that one day. I will do that with the one official postcard that I will send out on that day. I may send more than that, but certainly one. And also, it is also our You Choose Decorating Day, Wednesday. So that will go out on October the 1st as well. So we'll probably put a special Happy World Postcard Day message on that particular card. But yeah, 28 degrees in Germany. That's great. Sarah, didn't you say it was about 30 degrees too where you are in Germany? So you're getting a nice hot spell happening there. We kind of just come out of our last hot spell, and now with 17, I think maybe tomorrow is going to be 20 degrees. Gonna do a little bit of yard work today. We're gonna try to clear away a few branches on some of the trees, and I've got grapevines and things like that they're at the point where the grapes are full bloom and ready to go, but we're also getting the wasps and things that are starting to show up, so we're going to clean those back a little bit too. 29 degrees for Sarah. Welcome, Wolfie, in the UK. Hi, Little. Gary says there were some good deals at 2 of the stamp tables. For example, he got a binder with a catalog value of $240, which was marked at 20 bucks. Everything in that table was half price, so it ended up being only $10. Wow, that is a good deal. Hopefully there were some really cool stamps in that binder too. 12 degrees in Concepcion in Chile, so a little bit chillier there. But you're coming out of your winter, coming into spring now, are you not? You're going to have a Stamp Club banquet on the 1st of October and Chinese food. Delicious. Yeah, good day for a live stream. Christopher's doing a 5-kilometer charity fun run tomorrow. Good. That'll be good for your weight loss too. Getting out running and being active. Nice to see Wolfie on again. I saw Wolfie had posted a new video. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I see that there is a new one out. Isabel said, yes, this week full of rain, winter, so decided to come back for a little bit. We had a little bit of rain yesterday. It was kind of exciting to see some rain. It's been so long. Lots of well wishes on a safe run for you, Christopher. So the plan today is, like I said, we're going to do a little yard work. I'm not sure if we're going to do a grocery run today or not. Normally we do, but my brother-in-law and in-laws are going to come over. They're going to give me a hand trimming back some of these branches. I certainly need it because I don't want to do any damage to the house, but the tree branches are encroaching on the roof, so they have to be trimmed back some. And I'd like to bag things up and get it ready to go in the garbage for tomorrow. So some branches will have to be cut small for the garbage truck. Normally I'd put them all back and burn them in the fire pit, but we've had a burn ban all summer because of the heat and dryness, so I can't afford to put any more stuff back there. So it's got to go. Gary says it's going to be in the low 20s here with rain starting this evening from 20 to 30 millimeter. Well, lots of rain coming for you. Have you had a bit of a rainy summer? Joseph said Joseph's in Nevada. Welcome, first of all. And they got some rain yesterday, too. But we'll be hot again, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Funny, Joseph, that you're on. This card is for you. So you will know that there is one coming your way. That's why I can't show it, because your address is on it. Nor do I want to ruin the surprise what it looks like when I've decorated it. And some other people that are on, their cards have already been done and are up there too. So I'm just doing my best to try to plug away, do a few cards a day. This week, and a bit of last week too, I was a bit in a funk for doing cards, but now getting World Postcard Day cards has kind of rejuvenated me to send it out. First of all, to be able to not have to select a card. I know exactly what card's going out now. I just have to figure the way I want to decorate it and send it. So I'm excited about doing that. Sometimes there is a bit of pressure picking a card to send to somebody. One, have I sent one to them before of that same thing? I've got a whole list of it, and it takes a long time to go through it to find out exactly what I've sent them in the past. But also, it's kind of nice to take that pressure off and say, this is the card I'm sending to everybody, and how it's going to be different is going to be how it's decorated and written on the back. Thank you so much, Olia. And I'm also glad Olia had a little blip with her channel that it got deleted, but has been recovered. So that's really good news. Must be very happy for you too, not to have to start all over again. I don't know if I could do it. If my channel got hacked and got deleted, could I go back and do it all over again? It'd be hard. So Joseph, it might arrive before October 1st. It might arrive after. I mean, that's why I'm kind of sending off all these cards as they come. And also, I don't want to have to write 100 cards leading up to October the 1st, or hold them back too. I want them to travel as soon as they're ready to travel. That's why I do it the way I do it. I know other people wait October 1st. They send it all that one day. They did turn out okay. They turned out just like this. I'm very happy with it. This drawing was done by my daughter Dea, so I'm really happy to be able to send that out. The last couple years, I've taken a picture of Polo, and he's made it onto the the card that way. This way is kind of a interpretive version of Polo the Hedgehog as a mailman dressed up with his Canada Post hat and satchel. So yeah, every year I put a new card out, and they all have featured Polo so far, so hopefully that will continue for a little while. Vera bought a bunch of different World Postcard Day cards, so she does have to choose who gets what. Yeah. Thank you. There is another card that Dea has designed too. I haven't turned it into a postcard yet, but she did design another one for me. So we'll see. It might get turned out into one in the future. Did a little organizing this morning too, a few different things. It doesn't look like I've organized because I've got all my stuff out for decorating. There's a bunch of stuff there. So I'm living in a bit of chaos once again, but I did do some organizing this morning. Thank you, Lila. I like the original artwork as well. And congratulations, Joseph, on visiting all 50 US states. Looked like you had a nice vacation. I'm glad to have gotten a few cards while you've been away. So I'll look forward to the last one that's coming. How many of you watched the video I put out about Oni the dog? That was a fun one too. Lila sent me some things on that and put me, I sent quite a while ago now, right, Lila? You sent that, but I've stored it away. I said I was going to do a video on it when I had the appropriate time, when it felt right to do it. And so this Thursday, rather than doing another video on my father's stamp collection, it felt right to put that video out. And we've talked a lot about trains and stamps this month with Stamp of the Month, so it fit in nicely. Is the place that I got the cards made easy to use? Absolutely. I go to Canva, so canva.ca or .com. They do a great job for cards. This one, here's Canva written out. I got them within 3 days. All I did is upload the image. I edited it the way I wanted to do, maybe put some other images on top of it, like I did with the my logo and the World Postcard Day logo. Added some text to it too. Super simple. I've used them too for my channel postcards and my business cards. So yeah, they're easy. This particular one too, I got envelopes with. I didn't really need the envelopes, but I forgot to click the right box. So I got envelopes. So I've got 100 of those envelopes that I'll use for all sorts of different stuff. So yeah, super easy, and the price was right. Christopher said he watched the Oni video. Carla says it's 13 degrees in Mexico. Hopefully you've been doing well, Carla. Item reads been to all the New England US states. And Stormy says, yes, dog, good info. Great. Glad you guys have watched it. No problem, Wolfie. Yeah, it's just the one I use. I know there are other people out there that use different things. My very first postcard that I created at the Staples department store, which is an office supply store here in Canada, and I think in the US too. And the thickness of the card wasn't real great, in my opinion. I used it because that was my first one, but I learned from that, and then I went to Canva and really happy with the thickness of the cards they got there. They were much better. The Oreo Show and Gamer, good morning from Windsor, Ontario. Well, good morning to you. Great handle, by the way. Love Oreos. You're welcome. Ida Marie, is that... Isabel used Canva as well to create her postcard. Yeah, you have to make sure you click on the paper you want, because they do start, the cheapest one, of course, is on the thinnest paper. I went with a deluxe paper. That's the most expensive of the papers that they offer, and it's the right thickness. So Next time you use them, Isabel, just go click down, go to the deluxe one. It's better. And it doesn't cost a lot more. What's going on in Ontario? Vera's working on postcards right now on the forums. Thank you so much for tuning in and for working on your postcards too. Gary says geocaching is having a special souvenir for people's profiles if they attend an event on September 28th, October 4th for World Postcard Day. Great, nice crossover there. Always like getting the little badge you get from post crossing when you select an address on October the 1st, and then when it gets registered finally, you get the badge. So sometimes it's quick, sometimes you gotta wait a bit, depending how far your card's gonna go. And if you're really worried about one card, select 2 addresses that day. Then you'll know for sure that one of your cards will get registered. Isabel did use the deluxe paper too. Oh. Okay, I'll see if it's the same thickness. I mean, you can hear the wobble in it. It's got a good thickness to me. I'll show you. This is my starter binder. It's got all the cards that I've saved, that I've created before. That's my original postcard that I created, which at the time I was happy with. Now looking back at it, not as great. I like this one much better. And then we got some of the polo cards in there too. I think one of the polo ones are missing. I don't have a 2022. I think I gave them all away. So, pardon me. Just get that back in the bookshelf. But yeah, I think 2022, those of you that have a 2022 out there, you have something that I don't have, because I don't think I have it in my collection. I didn't save one. But I did save the ones from this year, so I'm all set. You're missing some of those cards. Well, I have those, but I'm not giving those away. Those are my last original ones, so I'm going to save those. Yeah, you got to be in that first grouping of people. This year there's going to be 100, well, there'll be 99 people that will get this card because I saved one for myself. Last year I did 100 too, so 99 people have those out in the world. And then it was 50s before that. Elaine's on, welcome. No worries about being late. Whenever you get here, that's great. Carla says, last Tuesday was Mexico's Independence Day, and the post office issued a set of 25 stamps. Wow, 25 new stamps? Awesome. What was the theme on all the stamps? Just all related to Independence Day? 99, that's a lot. Yeah, that's why I rate them as they come in now, as I'm sending them out. So, yeah, this card will go out on the 22nd of September, not 1st of October, but I will continue to rate them as the cards come in, so it won't be as much of a burden to get them all out before October the 1st. You're sending 50 this year. What do you call this time of year, Christopher wants to know, in Canada, autumn or fall? Usually we call it fall, but some people say autumn as well. Did I miss anything else? Other comments? Hopefully I didn't. Nice to see Elaine back on again. It's been a little while. There are some other people that I've missed too. Amber in Missouri, haven't heard from her in a while. Erin in Colorado, haven't heard from her in a while either. I still have this mystery. I talked about it yesterday. Who sent me these 2 cards? I don't know. They're from the US. They were never canceled, so I don't know what state they were canceled in, where they came from originally. I have the information saying that the person has moved to Texas and they've given me a new address, but I don't have a name to go with that address. So I'm hoping that someone will see one of the videos that I've talked about this. I've been talking about it for a week now. And they'll reach out and say, yeah, those are from me. So I can put a name to it. Not from Ida Marie. Not from Debbie. I've gone through, I've reached out to a few people. Jessica in the Carolinas, I reached out to her. It's not her. It's not Keeks. I don't, there's a bunch of people, but I'm not sure who it is. Have you counted your cards? Sometimes they send more than they ordered you. I haven't, no. So I do have a running list, though, on my computer of who I sent the cards to, so I don't duplicate and send them to by accident. So when I get to the end of the cards, I'll have a final total, I guess. Did I miss? Gary got his first expired card that was sent to the US 69 days ago. Hopefully it will get registered eventually. Important Mexican women in history, since this year is Indigenous women, so the government is trying to get them more spotlight. Okay, that's cool. If you ever get a picture of those stamps, I'd love to see them. I will try to Google them to see which came out, though. Have I tried matching the handwriting? I haven't. One of the reasons I haven't is because I've been fortunate enough to get hundreds of cards from people in the US. And so I have a whole bin full of cards. So I haven't started pulling it out and trying to match them to it yet. It might be that, might be the answer. I might have to do that eventually. But I'm hoping if someone has written me 2 cards, that they do watch some of these videos and will eventually reach out. Or we get shorted 3 sometimes. But they reprinted the whole order? Wow. But no, I didn't count them. I'm happy with what there is. If I get 97 or if I get 103, either way, I think I've sent enough cards. Thank you so much, Carla. Yeah, Joseph, I am always very grateful for everyone who has sent me cards, and I've been grateful for new people that are reaching out. I got a new card. I think I put it away already, but from Joe in Washington, who has asked me to swap a card with him, so I will do that. He's written to me, so I'll write him back. So I try to write back to everybody who writes to me if they've given me an address. At some point, I don't know if that will have to stop, depending on the amount of mail that I get in, but I'm always happy to be able to show big stacks of mail on Fridays. I remember the earlier videos where I'd only have 1 or 2 cards to show, and so now to be able to show 10 and 20 cards or some parcels or whatever on a Friday is really humbling. Sounds like a dead letter office example. Those 2 cards? I hope not. I hope we're gonna find a name to go with that address. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a card with just the address, send it back, and say, could you please send me your name of who this is? Because it wasn't on the card. Because I do have an address to send it to. But I certainly would like to have a name to be able to thank them. Well, Gary, thank you so much for getting up early and being a part of this. I know you got an appointment, so good luck with that, and congratulations on your purchases last week at the stamp show. All right, Carla, is that a stamp that came out to celebrate the 700th anniversary? Or I'm just trying to read what you said there about it being capital of the Aztec Empire before the Spanish conquered. So there was a stamp that came out to commemorate that? Okay, got it. Now I'm on the same page. Thank you. I know Sarah has gotten a couple of these things, but there's been some issue of some new Lego flowers that have come out. Really cool. I've gotten a few things from Costco when they show up. One of the things that I really enjoy that's come out, we haven't made the the purchase of it yet because it's kind of expensive, is Van Gogh's sunflowers. I've put out a Lego version. Really, really nice. It was on sale the other day at Costco, and we didn't pull the trigger on it because I didn't know that was the sale price. It still looked pretty quite expensive, but it was about $60 off. So I was like, oh, would have been nice. And this one Lego set that my wife really likes too, so kind of would be nice. Yes, new U.S. winter scenes. I saw that they were issued, and my friend Hannah had gone to the launch of those stamps. She put an Instagram post about them out. 5 stamps, I think, right? 5 winter stamps. I think we've got Truth and Reconciliation new stamps are coming out soon too here. I think that's our next issue of stamps to come out, which Vera might be interested in because usually they're quite prominent with orange, which I know is her favorite color. There's no USA Madonna stamp for 2025. Okay. And the Royal Mail, I see, put out new train stamps, so that's very appropriate for this month. There's some cool train stamps coming out. The Lego basketball set from Nike. I don't think I've seen a basketball one. I've seen shoes. I've seen Nike shoes and Adidas shoes that have come out. Not sure I've seen the basketball, though. Lane wants to get the Charlie and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Lego set. I saw that. Look, kind of a neat little set too. I seem to be, lately I've been focusing on the flowers. I like the Lego Star Wars helmets. I mean, there's lots of things that I like, but I can't afford to buy all the things. And lately I've got sets that are piling up that I haven't built. So it's been flowers and the helmets of late. Joseph said, I saw trivia this week about Lego. It was, what is the meaning of Lego in Danish? Do I know, Rob? I did know what Lego used to mean. Something about play and fun, or construct and fun, or I know that Lego originally wasn't a block toy. It was wooden toys to begin with. So maybe it's education and fun, or it's one of those sort of things. Fill me in, Joseph. What's the answer? Got the new duck stamps that Royal Mail came out. It's great. Royal Mail has fun and listen to collectors and are making the stamps now just first and second class. Play well. Play well. That's what it is. Play well. You're right, Stormy. And Wolfie, yeah, some really cool duck stamps that did come out. It's a contraction of play and well. Thank you, Vera. I'll check out that link after. I see that you've sent me that now about Lego basketball. I did know that at one point. Kicking myself for forgetting it. Maybe I need a trip to Denmark. I need to go to Billund and go to the Lego house. The duck stamps, they came out a couple weeks ago now, I think. And train stamps come out this Thursday. Okay, thanks, Christopher. I saw a picture of them on Instagram. They look nice. Would have been great for the giveaway, but they won't be here in time for that. As another one of our months is already halfway through, or more than halfway through. Wow. But I can tell you, the giveaway so far is piling up. We're getting a good chunk of stuff there, and there's some stuff that came in this week that I will show on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure which day yet, but there's some stuff there that is also for the train giveaway. So I think whoever wins that will be pleased with the overall prize in it. And then I've had some things already start arriving for the month of October's giveaway. I have a good chunk of people now that are in the know and are wanting to help provide things for the giveaway, so thank you to all of them. And if we're missing Stephen, which we are, I'm talking with Steve in Australia, I believe he's begun his vacation, so that's why he's absent as of right now. He did send limericks, and he sent me some limericks for some upcoming weeks too, so I'm all set with those. So it will be missed, but he has also left his presence behind for it. Haven't seen Basil or Joe from India in a little while. Haven't heard from them. Chris would have rather had artwork rather than photographs on the duck stamps. Okay. Personal preferences. I hear movement around. I don't know if you heard steps. My wife was heading upstairs. Artie's home today, not working on a Saturday, which is good. So he hopefully will also help us outside do a little pruning of the trees. And for those of you that are gardeners, I know that's still a little early to do any pruning, and most people would say don't prune at all right now, don't prune until the spring, but we've got some work that's happening, and so I do need to prune some things early. So that's what's happening and why we're doing it now. Oh, I hear what's happening. My wife went upstairs to wake Ari up, so he's around when people start showing up. Everybody's gone quiet. All right, well, we'll make it worthwhile for people either that are watching now or that watch the replay crew and make it all the way through. This showed up this week. Was a bit surprised. Joseph said the most recent stamp issued by the U.S. is to honor President Jimmy Carter. And you've had lots of apples off your apple tree, so that's good. So, like I was saying, this arrived this week. I was quite surprised. I did make another Temu order, and more for decorating my World Postcard Day cards. I wanted a couple things for that, and even after I placed the order, I thought, oh, I should have got that or should have got this. There's always more things, isn't there? But lately, I've always bought a shirt when I get my Temu order. It's kind of the things that I do. In the summer, I like to wear button shirts. In the winter, I tend to wear more t-shirts because I might need to put a sweater over them, and sweaters with collars, I'm not a big fan of that. So I go t-shirts. Well, this one arrived separately from everything else. So this is my t-shirt from Temu. I'm going to open it here. So rather than doing a special opening video, I'm going to open this one right now to give you a chance to see the new shirt. The last shirt I ordered, it came in a small, and that was my Beatles shirt. It's back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm saving that one, and I'm going to add it to a giveaway in the future. So hopefully whoever wins it either fits into a small t-shirt or maybe has a child or someone else that would fit into a small t-shirt. So I've saved that one rather than worrying about doing returns. It's going to go in a future giveaway. Well, I fit in a large, so I've ordered a large, and I got a new shirt, and it is a large, and it's exactly what I wanted. What are people saying here? Timu's addictive. It is addictive. Sometimes I just need to stop, but it's really cool having fun stickers, either on decorating day on Wednesday or just decorating my regular postcards. I like having all the varieties out there to choose from, and I've got some interesting things. I got a drone. I still haven't used a lot of time to practice flying it, so I feel comfortable with it, but yeah, there's lots of different things in there. What else do we say here? You will be doing a royal theme for stamps of the month at any point, and I recently got a box full of royal themes, one of each, and a packet sent. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure at some point we will be doing royals, because it's a theme that a lot of people like to collect, royals from around the world. So I appreciate that, Wolfie. Love seeing packages show up from you. I know you've done great in what you buy. All right, you ready to see this shirt? Normally I would do and change into it. I'm not going to get changed into it on live stream here. I could go out of the room and come back in, but I think this way I'm just going to show it. Drum roll. All right. Chicken game. How many of you failed the chicken game? Chicken game. Don't look at the chicken. Game over. I saw the shirt, had to laugh. I like it. It's fun. It's quirky. It's kind of me. So that's the way I am. I'm a bit of a goofball, and so you failed. Great shirt. So yeah, you'll see me in the future wearing the chicken game t-shirt. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe even in tomorrow's video. I don't know, but it definitely will come out soon. Not all my shirts are Pink Panther shirts or Hawaiian type shirts. Some of them are just really weird. The chicken game, yeah. What chicken? Oh, you must have passed, Stormy. You've got great focus on the words. But yeah, chicken game. Normally in Canada and probably in the US too. If you talk about let's play chicken, the chicken game is when you refuse to flinch. So if you were on your bicycles or in a car, the last one to flinch and go away, that's the chicken. That was the chicken game. I think this is a much better chicken game. Less dangerous, less injuries. And so when I saw that, I thought, yeah, I've got to support the chicken game. And I've said in the past, their shirts are pretty cheap. Not in the quality. The ones that I've got have lasted the test of time. But in the price, about $10. So $10 for a t-shirt in order to make somebody laugh, I think is worth it. My Pink Panther shirt that I got has gotten lots of compliments at all the car shows and things that I tend to wear it at. So it's been a popular one. What other one? My Charlie Brown shirt that I wear from time to time. It's been a good one. Made Elaine smile. Worth it right there. So you learned something new, did you? About the chicken game? You didn't? You've never heard that before? Two cars that are going towards each other and will collide. The last one to flinch, that's the chicken. It's pretty childish. So I don't know how many people have ruined their cars, but how do they wash? The shirts wash pretty well. Now, what I tend to do, because there is printing on the outside, I turn my shirts inside out. I wash them. I don't put them in the dryer. They go on a rack to dry so they don't shrink. And that's worked for me so far. I've been getting t-shirts from Temu for the last couple of years and haven't had a problem with them. The only problem I might have had is my one that says this is not a drill and there's a picture of a hammer. There's a little bit of picking on the image now. So I'm not sure if it ended up in a dryer by accident one day, but that's the only one that I've had a problem with. Oh, running across the road when the car comes is also considered chicken in the UK. I think that's called Frogger here, but oh, Christopher got a message from Yvonne saying hello to everyone. So hello back to Yvonne. Yeah, smart not in the dryer. Whether it's Temu or not, there's a lot of shirts that I'd rather not put in the dryer because they shrink. And it's not because I'm getting fatter. It can't be that. I need to draw inspiration from Christopher and lose a few pounds. But I don't really feel like running 5 kilometers to do so. I'm sticking with my walks and managing a little bit of what I eat. I've been kind of into the sweet stuff again lately, and as we get closer to Halloween, that becomes a problem because every grocery store has Halloween candy on sale. You can give me some tips, all right? Feel free to message me some tips. I'll see which ones I'm already using and which ones that I can add back in. One of the things that I should be doing, I have a rowing machine in the basement and a treadmill. I should be using it. So there's a tip to myself that I should be doing. Snacking after a certain time frame, shouldn't be doing that either, I know. Here on in sweets, etc., since it's the holidays. Yeah, it becomes a problem because Halloween, and then after Halloween, well, first for us, we have Thanksgiving, then we have Halloween, and then we have kind of a month off where you have your Thanksgiving in the US, and then Christmas is right there, and New Year's, and then it's Valentine's Day and Easter. Every holiday has candy. You can go all year long, and at some point you've got to say, I got to stop, or I've got to slow down. Elaine lives from the treadmill. Oh, alive from the treadmill? Maybe that's what you're saying. Alive from the treadmill. I could. I wouldn't be running. I'd be walking if I'm trying to do a live. It's possible. I could do something like that. I don't know if the sound, though, would be disruptive of a live. I have a TV in front of my exercise stuff. I know Ari uses the things down there a lot more than I do. So, but yeah, I used to put on a program or a movie, and so for an hour I would just run on the treadmill. It was good. Oh, Mitty is on for a second and then off again. Just finished a movie. Thank you so much for popping in, Mitty from Finland. And if you just popped on, you missed the t-shirt, so you have to go back to watch the t-shirt that I got. I won't bring it back out now because I want people to watch. Portion size is another one. Yeah, 30 grams of in a bowl wouldn't look very like a lot, especially if you have a big bowl. Yeah, now I know eating and exercising, there's a balance between all of them. I don't eat a lot of cereal. I don't tend to eat breakfast, which is also probably a downfall for me. Now, this morning I did. Once I got up and I was around, I got a bowl of strawberry yogurt with granola and fresh berries, and that was my breakfast. But I may have followed it up with a couple of Maynard gummies. So, yeah, I gotta get on track. You remember some of the old videos when I exercise on each of them? You remember something I don't even remember. I used to do that? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I did something wrong. It was delicious, but I did something wrong. I don't remember exercising on videos before. Now, I remember the push-up challenge ones, if that's what you're talking about. Those, yes, I definitely did that 22 push-up challenge. Those were different videos. That's how this channel started. I started with those particular videos. It wasn't necessarily the exercise, it was the skits that I was doing. and incorporating with my kids. Chocolate has doubled in price in recent months, so you don't buy it anymore, Vera. Oh, not buying chocolate. You'll see my thumbnail today is 3 pops or 3 sodas, Fantas. One of my downfalls is always wanting to try something new. And so lately there is a new candy store that just opened up, and they bring in candies and pops and all sorts of things from around the world. So I got pear Fanta and fruit punch Fanta. Those are not flavors we have here. And so I tried them, but they were like $4 for a can of pop. It's expensive, so I wouldn't do it a lot, but I did do it that time. And I bought a Cadbury's chocolate bar. I think it was Cadbury, but it had Biscoff in it. So also it was a UK bar. We didn't have the Biscoff type of candy bar, so it's good. The push-up videos are funny. You've gone way back in time and saw those ones then. The gummies are too tempting. I can't blame me. Okay. You can't do my post office route on foot. I don't want to. My route's 42 kilometers long. That would take me a long time to do my mail on foot. You watch some of the push-up videos too, Christopher? The pear Fanta, it was good. I like it. It was a nice flavor. We do not have Tony's Chocolonely in Canada. No, that's not something we have here. Yeah, it was because it's a specialized item coming in that it costs so much. Normally, it wouldn't cost that much. Okay, stop talking about. All right. Sometimes we do talk about food on this channel. I love food, and you guys know that. And when somebody sends me something from another country, and I gotta try it, it's good. Media was very kind one time and sent me a box of stuff from Finland. Some of it was great. Some of it didn't react well with my taste buds, and you saw that on camera. Jilly B sent me a box one time, but she sent it in the summertime, so when it arrived, all the chocolate had melted. So it was still good, but it didn't look anything like it probably started to look like. It was all melted to the wrapper. The best time, Elaine, to mail parcels to Canada is starting in the fall. So this time of year is great. For when it will arrive, it'll be good. Mailing it in June, July, and August, not great because it will be melted. Sarah got some chocolates from Belgium this week. So sorry, we're still talking about chocolates. I look like a dad. Well, I am a dad, so I'm glad that's what I look like. Delicious. Yeah, I love trying things from places things that we don't have, whether it's chocolates and sweets from the UK or from Belgium or from Finland or Germany or Australia. Yeah, I'm willing to try all sorts of different things. Mexico, Chile, I'm all giving you advice. But I know it costs a lot to mail things, so I don't expect any of you to do so. But it's nice to try it. And that's why I go to these specialty candy stores from time to time and see what they have, just to try different things. We have a Korean grocery store, and I've gone in there and picked out a few different things to see what they're like. And Joseph went to a chocolate museum in Florida. Told us a lot about the history of chocolates. We also have a chocolate museum in St. Stephen, New Brunswick. We've been there. And they give samples, which is nice. Sorry, Vera, we're still talking about chocolates. There's an old candy store in New York City from the 1800s that's still in business. That's good. They must have a great supply. We had a really nice place here, kind of like that vintage pharmacy candy store called Staples Drugs. It was family run, and so when the family stopped being pharmacists and they gave up the business, no one else wanted to take it on, so it closed, unfortunately. But they were great for going, if you wanted different licorices from around the world, they had all that stuff. They had like peppermint sticks and things in those glass jars that you could use tongs to pick it. It was great. It was a nice candy store. It wasn't really a candy store, it was a pharmacy, but they had great candy. Chocolate as a medicinal product, yeah. Easy flatbread recipe is 50-50 mix of flour and natural yogurt. If easy and fun to mix different herbs and spices. Okay. One of the things that I have been trying to take out of my diet that I really love is bread. So I don't have a lot of bread anymore, but I do like it. And sometimes I just have to get a loaf of molasses bread, or I have to get that scone. Last night we went to Popeye's Chicken for supper, and they give you a biscuit, and the biscuits are fantastic. So, yeah. Every once in a while, so I have to treat myself, but I've been trying to cut things like that out. Or I'm a big fan of cheese, so I've tried to cut way down on that too. Or drinking milk, cut down on that. I should be cutting pops out of, I did for a little while. I've been kind of inching back up again drinking it, but getting back to more water would be better. It has the old soda fountain. Okay. If I see that in a question mark, did Staples have the old soda fountain? It did not, no, if that was the question. Joseph has to find for his wife chocolate without the soy in it. Is that difficult to do? I don't know. Ida Marie saw a video on the bread. Ida Marie likes biscuits too. Elaine just had pate with a baguette. Oh, you're killing me. Yeah, if you saw yesterday's video too, where I went with my sister, one, we had a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, so bread in that, and great soup. It was a nice, really nice lunch. But then we went to a Tony's. This is another nice restaurant, but they have a bakery, so we picked some baking items up. Cronuts I got one of those for my wife and I each, and then we got a key lime pie and a Leamington. And those were our treats after supper last night. But really good, but very rich, and definitely not going to help the weight loss by eating those things too often. And then I also went to the candy store with my sister after that. My sister and I have a great time going to restaurants and trying desserts and things like that. We both have that same desire for loving food and loving sweet things. Carob is a good alternative for chocolate. Alternative, or does it have a chocolate taste to it? Because you can eat something other than that, but if it doesn't taste like that, it's not really an alternative. Too bad about Staples not having the old soda fountains. There was a place in Sackville, New Brunswick, where I went to university, and I worked for the post office for 5 years. Had a place called Mel's Tea Room that did have that soda fountain. That also has closed since, but they used to be around. They're not around as much. It does taste chocolatey. Okay, so it could be a alternative. Yeah, it was cool getting a postcard at the restaurant too. I was very surprised about that. This is said postcard, and we ate somewhere in around here, one of these tables, so it worked out well. So that'll be fun to send off to somebody. It's a bit of advertisements. It's a bit about Moncton. Yeah, I was glad to get a postcard. A nice bonus. Vera loves to bake brownies with salty caramel sauce. Sounds good. I do like brownies. Oh boy, we're getting hungry. But I do have family that will be arriving soon to help out outside in about 30 minutes. So that'll be next on the workout to get some exercise outside. Vera likes ad cards? Well, that's good to know. Well, maybe one ad card will have to go your way. Yeah, Carolyn is very cheerful. She might have a lot going on in her life, but she's always very upbeat and positive, so she likes helping out with my videos. when it's my birthday, we can all have a cake. Well, circle October 12th on your calendars. That will be the day that you can eat cake then. Ida Marie says, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the Amish are good bakers and whoopie pies. There you go. That candy store that I went to called High Mart, they sell whoopie pies there. Maybe not fresh baked ones like you would get in Lancaster, but it is something you can find now here. Hope I have a good day gardening. Yeah, not necessarily gardening, but pruning. But yeah, I think if we do it right, it'll be fun. If we do it wrong, I'm gonna have house damage, and I don't want to do that. So we got to make sure that we're chopping limbs off trees in a safe way. Christopher says he was on duty at my allotment coffee morning. They had lots of homemade cakes, and you still were able to resist not buying anything, and you were good, Christopher. Well, folks, we've talked food, we've talked stamps, we've talked postcards, we've talked about this channel, we've talked about the weather, we've talked about what's been going on with some of your lives and what's happening. We're gonna have to draw this to a close. We're coming up on an hour, and everybody's been fantastic. We got to see the new shirt that I got from Temu. You did indulge a little bit, okay? Hopefully it was something delicious, worth the indulgement. So, I've done a few world postcards. I've got this one to finish up for Joseph in front of me, and then I have to get ready for going outside and working. So maybe we'll shed a couple of those pounds in it. Maybe I can have a dessert later to compensate. I don't know. But thank you so much for everybody coming in. Yeah, the time just flew by. I really appreciate it. Interview my sister? Maybe. I'd have to think of what we'd interview her about. But yeah, I could keep that in mind. Everybody else, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.